friends, welcome back to my channel. You might be looking at me today saying, Nicole, what the fuck? You look like a bag of shit. Well, that's because today we are doing a full face of makeup with products that I hate. Can you tell? Can you tell? Because this looks like hot garbage. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit in a minute so that you guys can see like really like up close and personal how awful this looks, but like trust me, it's bad. I think it's worse in person than it even is on camera, honestly. Like I don't know how it could look worse. I really don't. I'm not sure how it could possibly look worse. A few days ago, I watched a video from rawbeautykristi. She did a full face using products that she hated, and it's not the first video that I've ever seen somebody do of that. I just particularly thought hers was like the funniest shit I've seen makeup related on YouTube in a really long time. I really appreciate her honesty with things and her sense of humor. As Jenna Marbles would say, she hit me right in my giggle dick. So instead of sitting down and filming like a typical tutorial today, I thought this would be fun, a good change of pace here on my channel. Just a disclaimer before we start, I shouldn't even have to disclaim this stuff because it should be obvious, but I don't know, people are weird. A lot of these companies have had products that have ended up in my favorites too. Like, these are not companies that I hate. These products in particular don't work for me. There are a few of them that I just don't think work for anybody, and I think they're just shit that happens to have been on the market for a long time and people know the name. You'll see what I'm talking about. I've also seen people rave about these exact items, and you know what? Everybody's got different skin, everybody's got different eyes, everybody's got different preferences, so maybe for them, they do rock their world. But for me, these have just been products that sucked super hard. I can't get them to work for me. One of them I actually thought that I really liked when I first used it, and then I like looked closer up at it and I was like, what the fuck? So you'll get to see that too. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I have to say. I look really ridiculous right now, and my eyelashes are, I can literally feel them flapping in the air conditioner. I need to wash this off. Let's jump in, zoom in, and you can see this hot mess up close as I apply it to my face. All right, to start off this look that is bound to be fantastic, I already did my brows because, quite frankly, I don't have any brow products that I hate. Not that there are not brow products out there that I hate, because trust me, there are. To be honest, I hate most drugstore brow products, but I don't have any of them. I haven't bought shitty drugstore brow products in a really long time, and I just haven't kept them around. I had one pencil. I don't even know what brand it was. I think it was like L'Oreal or something. It's in my closet, but I'm pretty sure it's expired, and I'm a little afraid to put it on my face. So we're just gonna go with a simple casual brow that I already did off camera. To start my base, I'm going to be using like a tinted moisturizer type of a product today. This is the Rimmel Insta Flawless Radiant Perfecting Skin Tint, and this is the shade Light Medium. But right off the bat, this smells like kitchen cleaner. Like, it has a scent of like a cleaning product. It smells like I shouldn't be putting it on my skin. I'm gonna pop some of that on the back of my hand and apply it with this Real Technique sponge, which I also hate. I am obsessed with the original Real Technique sponge. This I bought because I was like, oh, interesting. It's got a diamond shape. It's like all faceted. Maybe it'd be good for getting into crevices and shit. But upon actually using it, it makes zero sense. This skin tint is basically just like a very, very light coverage, like it says, skin tint, but I don't know, it feels heavy and greasy on the skin, and it kind of never settles in properly, and I just can't get past the smell. It smells like pure alcohol and kitchen cleaner. It also smells like shampoo a little bit, like specifically the Paul Mitchell Awapui shampoos. It smells like that plus alcohol and a little bit of Windex. It's really, really intense smell. Also the undertone of this, all of the shades are like a tiny bit too yellow for me. I don't know if you guys will be able to see that on camera because sometimes that really gets blown out with the lighting. But just know that in real life, I look a little bit like a Simpson. So for my eyeshadows today, I feel like this is coming off like a shit on Rimmel video. It just so happens that these first two products are from Rimmel and the rest of them are not. This is the Rimmel Magnifies Shadow Palette. I just find that like this is extremely powdery It doesn't really give me very much color payoff at all, no matter how many times I dip the brush in. When I dip the brush into the product, it just puffs up everywhere and floats away. It gets all over the other pans, but like barely any of it actually gets on my brush. I'm just gonna use this transition shade, try to get some semblance of a blend going here. You just really can't get like a color payoff from it. It's just not pigmented. That's it. It's just not pigmented. I was trying to avoid using that phrasing because I feel like it's so overused, and it's like, oh my god, where's the pigment? I need pigment. This is not pigmented enough all the time, every time somebody shits on a product. But truly, this product just does not have enough pigment. That's the brown I'm using. That's the amount of color payoff that I got on my eye from it. Like, it's just not doing what I need it to do, please. Doing it for me. It is not doing it for me. The next product that I fucking hate and I want to love so bad. This is the Milk Makeup Eye Pigment. This is the shade Peep Show. I want to love this product because when you swatch it, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna swatch it for you. It looks gorgeous. Like, it's shimmery and creamy, it's very reflective, but you see, if you use enough to build it up, I don't know how much you can see on camera. Let's see if we get it closer to. It gets like chunks in it that won't blend in and just like ball up and float over the rest of the product. And then if you work at it and you really blend that in, it just separates. And then when you're wearing it, it continues to separate and then like sort of just flakes off your eye eventually. So I'm gonna be applying that with a flat brush. It's gonna be a nightmare. Shit. Okay, we're gonna spread it between two eyeballs. I just don't. Why won't you be smooth? The eyeliner that I hate today, we are going to be using the Soap & Glory Super Cat Skinny Eyeliner. Now, again, this makes me so sad that I hate this because I fucking love Soap & Glory. I love their lip plumpers, the XXL lip plumpers, the original lip plumpers, the lip plumping balm, like crayon stick things. Their bath products, I use them literally every day of my life. I just cannot get this eyeliner to work for me. No matter what I do, it just looks like too gray and patchy and not smooth. See what I mean though? It doesn't go over the wrinkles of my eye, it just won't fill in. I'm sure that the stuff underneath it is not helping at the moment, but it's just really not there. It's just not what I need it to be. I think the issue is actually the applicator because this felt tip is extremely stiff. It makes the application of it less smooth and then the product appears less opaque and black because you can't really get it to like its full opacity like you would normally with an eyeliner. For my under eye area, I am going to use a concealer that I have been trying to like literally for the last probably 2 years. This is the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye. For some godforsaken reason, whenever I use this, it's just a hot mess. It looks like, it doesn't look terrible on first application, but it's just, I don't know, it's like too thick for me and a little bit too slippery. Like it never really sets enough for me to feel comfortable with it. And I don't like to use a lot of powder under my eyes because I just feel like it makes me look very crepey. This is probably more product than I need to use with this because it is very pigmented, I will give it that, but this shade is a little bit light, so I need to kind of do the whole triangle thing with it, otherwise it's gonna look bananas and it's really not even gonna give it a fair shake. I just always feel like it looks too shiny and like greasy. And then when I set it with a powder, which I'm not going to do today because I have learned in the past that doing that actually makes it look worse, it really bunches up and starts to make my under eye area look really cakey. So just gonna blend it in with the sponge that I hate and hope for the best. What is that? Why is it turning now? Why is there a dent in this? This is the Marc Jacobs Highliner Gel Crayon. I just find that this is just disappointingly not black enough compared to other eyeliners on the market nowadays. And also, after like 10 minutes, it starts to kind of run down my face, and like, there's just no need for that. There are just so many things on the market that don't run down your face. So there we have it. I'm going to use the Tarteist Lash Paint. This is another one that I feel like a lot of people really liked when it first came out. If you make a mascara and you don't make a waterproof version, first of all, you already lost me, because I need a waterproof version. I'm just trying to blend in this fucking under eye. I need a waterproof mascara to keep my lashes in place because they're naturally very straight. So as soon as I put a regular mascara on, they just flop right down. But this one in particular, I don't like, because a lot of times I'll use a non-waterproof on my lower lashes to just blacken them up. And that way when I take my makeup off later, it's not like a whole project, you know? It's a little easier to remove the mascara from my bottom lashes, which is usually fine. This brush, like, stabs me in the eye every time I use it. And I just don't find that it separates them very nicely. It kind of gets a little bit lumpy. Just the brush is just, I don't think it does a great job of separating it. It's also just really stabby. Like, it just stabs me right in my eyeball every time I try to use it. So then I have to be like super duper careful with it, and I don't get all the way in to the roots of the lashes, and it just looks like hot garbage.
Monkey. So you guys are...
I'm filming using products that I hate. Does it look good?
No.
Love you, have a good day. Alright, next we are applying lashes. I honest to God don't even know what these lashes are. All I know is they're short, they're plasticky looking, and I fucking hate them. And I'm going to be using them with my arch nemesis. Oh, I hate this shit, okay? Okay, get ready. This stuff, fuck this stuff, honestly. For years, this was like the only option with lash glue, and I swear to God, I thought that I truly just couldn't wear lashes because they just didn't stick on me, because they just always came off, and they always were like coming off the corners, and it was itchy at my lash line, and all of these things, because this was the only glue I knew. And guess what? The truth is that this glue just sucks a bag of dicks. Are you kidding me? I can't make them fucking stick. I cannot get them to stick down. So I don't have any contour products that I hate, but I don't contour my face every day, so I think it's entirely fair to skip that and just use like a bronzing sculpting product on its own. This next product, I used this in a video and truly thought that I loved it until I went ahead and edited the video later and took pictures and realized that after like moments after I applied this, it started to break apart and like look like really cakey and weird on my face. This is the Huda Beauty highlighting palette in the Golden Sands edition. Man, I really wanted to love this. The whole idea with this is that you're supposed to prep with this cream and then top it with this to highlight. You can sculpt a little bit with this more bronzy shade, and then there's like a pink kind of a blush-esque sort of a shade. On a darker skin tone, this would be more like a blush topper, but because I'm pretty pale, it works as a blush on me. I found the best way to apply the cream product was with my finger and then blend it out. And when I first put this on, it looked really like bouncy and smooth. I don't know if it was just the lighting when I first did it, or if it was just like I got really lucky that day and it came out decent at first. But like even right now, just applying it to the cheeks, it looks so chunky and like kind of like a putty. And I know there's like a trend right now using putty makeup, and like some of it works really well. I don't think that this is one of them. I just don't think it sits really nicely on the skin. Some of the highlight shade, which is called Seychelles, and pat that over the top. And I feel like this might look decent on camera. It's really hard to say, but in person, this looks like a cake. It looks like I've baked a shiny cake on my face. I'm gonna grab some of this sculpting shade, which is Tahiti, on the same brush. I wiped it off in between. I'm gonna pop that under the lower side of that just to sculpt a little bit, as they say to do. And again, on camera, that doesn't look terrible, but in real life, you can see like clinging to patches like right there. I don't have a pimple there. That's just a patch. And like there's so much texture. And to add a little color to my cheeks, because obviously that's what's gonna bring this look together, I'm gonna grab a little bit of the color Zanzibar, which is like the pink blush-esque sort of a shade, and pop that in between the other two. And at this point, my cheeks look like a fucking frosted cupcake nightmare. I really wish that you guys can see what it looks like in person. It just, oh my god. All right, all we have left now is lips. And for lips, I'm going to be using the Glossier Generation G lipstick. This is like a matte lip tint sort of a thing. And it's one of those products that lies between a balm and a lipstick. So it's not defined enough to look good, but it's also not sheer enough to look natural. So it just looks horrendous. Like, it's just, there's no definition. Oh, you can see the texture. Oh my god, girl. Ugh. That doesn't even exist. This does not exist. I don't even know what this is. This is made up. This is a figment of this fucking highlighter's imagination. So, that's the finished look. That's the finished look. This is it. And that's all for today. Again, this is not to say anything negative about these brands as a whole. A lot of these companies have sent me things in the past and I have absolutely loved them, put them in my favorites, still use them on a daily basis. It's just that these ones just don't work for me. And if these products work for you, please don't feel bad. I'm not making fun of you at all or saying that your makeup sucks. Like, honestly, it might work great on you. But as you could see, they just were not, these things just don't gel with me. Like, they don't sit right, they don't blend right, they just don't do it right. So, if they work for you, that's awesome, and I'm glad. But, I probably won't be listing all the products that I used below for obvious reasons. If you have a particular one that you are, like, for some reason interested in based off this video, let me know and I will guide you in its direction. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, because that really helps me out, helps other people see my videos, all that good shit. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, because I would love to have you stick around. I would love to have you see me do a makeup tutorial where I actually use products that work on my skin. Don't forget to go ahead and follow me on social media, where I also use products that work for me. Post a new makeup look on Instagram pretty much every day. Sometimes I will post the same look 2 days in a row, but like 99% of the time I post a new look on Instagram every single day of my whole life. And it's usually like a little bit more creative than it is on here. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's just schmegular stuff too, but mostly it's a little bit crazier. So if you're interested in more of my artistic looks, pop over there, let me know. And if you want to see tutorials on those artistic looks, please tell me in the comments here so I know that you guys are interested in that, because I'm not sure how much of my audience crosses over from Instagram and like what you guys are interested in. So shout it out so I know, and then I can film those too. That's it for today. I literally can't take myself seriously because my eyelashes are just taking off like an airplane. So I will see you guys in the next one.